tree trouble. On the island of Sodor, there are lots and lots of trees. There are tall trees and short trees, thick trees and thin trees, and even Christmas trees. Thomas chuffed cheerfully into Knapford Station. Thomas was happy to see the winter holiday decorations. They glittered and glowed. Percy was there.
Hello, Percy. Hello, Thomas. Dowager Hat is talking to the Diesels.
Thomas was surprised. He rolled forward to listen.
I will come to the new Diesel Works to see the Christmas tree at tea time. Make sure you find one that's the tallest and grandest.
The Diesels grinned with delight. Thomas's firebox fizzed.
What about the Steamworks? We should have the tallest and grandest Christmas tree.
What's that? Speak up, Thomas.
I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me, Ma'am. Perhaps we could find a grand and tall Christmas tree for the Steamworks as well.
Dowager Hat beamed.
What japes! A competition! I shall be the judge.
Diesel snarled. Thomas smiled.
Now, puff away and be really useful engines.
Later, Thomas and Percy were at the Steamworks.
It's a competition, Victor. And Thomas is going to win.
Suddenly, there was a honking and a hooting from outside the Steamworks. It was Diesel, Den and Dart. They were cross.
We'll find the grandest and tallest tree.
We'll win and you'll lose.
We know that, you see.
No, you won't. I know where to find grand trees, and I'll puff there first.
Thomas pumped his pistons and huffed huffily away. Thomas chuffed on with the Diesels behind. He puffed and he huffed with one thing in mind.
I'll find the grandest and tallest tree. I'll win and they'll lose. That's how it will be.
At Maithwaite Station, Thomas and the Diesels saw two trees standing side by side. The Diesels honked and hooted.
Ours is the grandest tree. It's green and it's glossy, it's bushy and bold.
Thomas sighed.
The trees are both grand, but they're not tall at all. They're short and they're stumpy. I know where to find tall trees.
Thomas's wheels whirred. Thomas wheeshed on with the Diesels behind. He puffed and he huffed with one thing in mind.
I'll find the grandest and tallest tree. I'll win and they'll lose. That's how it will be.
At Marron Station, Thomas and the Diesels saw another two trees standing side by side. The Diesels hooted and honked.
Our tree is the tallest.
Thomas rattled his rods.
The trees are both tall, but they're not grand at all. They're weak and they're wobbly. I know where to find trees that are tall and grand, and I'll race there first.
Thomas steamed on with the Diesels behind. He puffed and he huffed with one thing in mind.
I'll find the grandest and tallest tree. I'll win and they'll lose. That's how it will be.
Thomas and the Diesels screeched to a stop at the Misty Island logging station. Bash, Dash and Ferdinand were surprised to see their new visitors.
Good to see you. Oh,
That's right.
what can we do for you? I'm looking for the tallest and grandest Christmas tree. So are we.
Bash, Dash and Ferdinand puffed and puzzled.
Then maybe we should find two trees.
That's right.
So Bash, Dash and Ferdinand puffed proudly away. Later, the logging locos had found two tall and very grand Christmas trees.
They're grand. And they're tall.
That's right.
And I'll be first back to Dowager Hat to win the competition.
So, with a clink and a clank, 2 flatbeds were fixed, the trees were laid down, and then off on the trip, back to Soho. Thomas was first. He pounded and pumped. Diesel came next as they battered and bumped. Then a whistle wheezed loudly that made Thomas jump, and he heard the trees fall with a terrible thump to the tracks.
Fizzling fireboxes! Stop, Gordon!
Thomas reversed. With a crunch, he rolled over his tree. Diesel reversed. With a scrunch, he rolled over his tree.
Trembling tracks! Cinders and dashes! We've squashed our trees! Now there can't be a competition, and it's all my fault. Dowager Hat will be waiting.
Thomas pumped his pistons.
You're right, Diesel. Puff back, Gordon. We must hurry.
Gordon grumped.
Very well.
So together the engines clickety-clacked back down the track without their tall and grand trees. Mavis and Salty were waiting at the new diesel works. So was Dowager Hat.
Where are your trees?
Thomas trembled.
I wanted to win the competition, so I raced and I rolled too fast and too far, and I squashed both our trees.
Dear, oh dear, Thomas. What to do?
Thomas huffed heavily. The diesels were sad. Thomas wanted to make them happy.
Mom, I will be back in a huff and a puff. Will you wait here, please?
Very well, Thomas. I will.
Soon Thomas was back with his friends, the logging locos.
This is the grandest and tallest Christmas tree ever.
That's right. Thomas beamed from buffer to buffer.
And it's the best of all for the diesel works.
Thomas puffed and chuffed through the misty island tunnel.
I'll tell all my friends to help right away. Together we'll make this the best diesel day.
Thomas's Christmas tree stood at the diesel works.
That's the tallest and grandest tree
We've ever seen.
Thomas beamed. One by one, his friends brought lights and ribbons, baubles and bells. At last, the tree was ready.
What fun! What a magnificent tree!
Happy winter holidays, diesels!
And all the steamies hooted and tooted their greeting, so that even devious Diesel smiled.
Yeah.